Good morning, good morning, good morning. What a beautiful day it is to watch The Acolyte. No hyperbole, no intro. Let's just get into this. You know, I find it a little bit weird how Jedi live in exile, especially at this time when the Jedi Council is a thing, and they're not being hunted by Order 66 or anything like that. Why would you want to live in seclusion like this? Can you imagine deciding that this is the haircut that the Wookiee's gonna go with? Like, we've seen Wookiees for all of these years, but now all of a sudden, shaved head and man bun ponytail going on here. Just everything about this show, every direction that they do and every idea is just so dumb. Why is she training? 'Cause she's out going on these missions, right? So why is she training with the, I guess the recruits?
Dog.
You're not samurai. You understand if you can't put a lightsaber away like that. You don't have swords in this universe.
I came to say goodbye.
You're not staying?
Goodbye. Where could you the problem's not solved. The problem's not remotely solved. Where could you possibly be going? Back to work as your twin sister's out there hunting Jedi?
I've done what I needed to do.
You've done nothing. What have you done to needed to do?
Thank you.
For what?
For nothing. I'm just gonna fill time in this episode and that's it.
Prove my innocence, clear my name.
I was just doing my duty.
Did you actually clear your name and everything? Because doesn't Yord still think you're guilty at this point?
I may never have known for certain May was alive. And thanks to you, I've seen her with my own eyes.
Okay. Wait. Oh yeah, so she did see her last episode, but what? So is she leaving? So wait, let me get this straight though, okay? For 16 years, you thought your twin sister was dead, and now all of a sudden you find out that she's not dead, so you're just gonna leave and go back to work?
Even if I failed to stop her.
I figured you'd stay until we apprehended her.
Yes, like any logical human being would do.
I mean, you must be curious after all this time.
May is the Jedi's problem now.
You are terrible at your Why would that be a thing? Who would say that? Oh yeah, it's the Jedi's job. Do you even remotely care about your sister? Here's what I'm wondering right here. I might be giving them too much credit though. Maybe it's a work. Maybe she's gonna say, okay, I'm gonna let the Jedi deal with this, but she's secretly gonna go off on her own to stop May on her own. Is that what they're trying to do here?
Don't tell me you'll miss me.
I don't know you. I've seen you for like 2 hours.
You care about me.
Obviously, it's my sister who I thought was dead this entire time.
Someone must find May before she does any more harm.
Wait, so it's gonna be you? So I was right then. She's leaving to go find her on her own, but yet just said it's the Jedi's problem.
Next time I'm on Coruscant, though, I'll look you up.
Why? You guys didn't really have this relationship. You helped her with a computer, episode 2, and that was it. That's the bulk of your interactions together.
And we'll go to a cantina and trade stories about my...
Cantina, you're both like 12.
Did you say goodbye to him?
I've caused him enough trouble.
Have you? And why wouldn't you say goodbye to him? This guy seems like he cares about you a lot, and you're just gonna leave like that without even saying goodbye? Wow, that interaction was terrible. I gained nothing from that interaction.
To find a Wookiee. And it was hard. That is one Jedi who doesn't want to be found.
It's not easy to lure out a Jedi. I would literally just set the entire forest on fire and he would have to go save everybody.
You went in there and risked your life for my master?
I understand that Osha and May are played by the same actress. Is there any reason why, creatively, Leslie Headland said, you know what, you're going to play these two roles identical. There's going to be zero difference in either of these women. You're just playing the same role twice.
I risked my life to help you.
Why are you risking your life to help her again? It's not like she's that good looking that you're simping for her. You're just risking your life and doing these things for her for what reason?
You know, your sister being alive doesn't change anything.
Can you imagine for a second, just think about the Clone Wars cartoon show. Imagine Ventress for a second. Do you think Ventress would put up with this? At all? You think she would be letting this guy tell her what to do and kind of lead her along and hold the water bottle as she's trying to grab for it? Do you have any idea what Ventress would do to this dude? He would have been done already.
Yet there is skill there.
Yes, someone has trained her.
Wow, someone has trained her. Good observation, Soul. And again, this is Ki-Adi-Mundi, the guy from the Phantom Menace that says we haven't seen the Sith in a millennium. And now you're seeing all these shill sites change his date of birth to reflect this TV show. Amazing. And it makes me wonder, why would you remotely put in a character from previous movies if you can't even remotely get the timeline done correctly?
An apprentice who doesn't know their master.
I know, right? What a stupid idea. An apprentice that doesn't know their master.
It's absurd.
Yes, it's absurd. Why would anyone? Also, why would you even put that line in there? Wouldn't you want to go with some kind of whimsical explanation that just makes sense of it? You're just flat out saying, no, that's stupid.
This girl could become a major threat.
I don't see how she could be a major threat. Because one of the dudes, she had to literally convince him to poison himself. That's how he got offed. She had to tell him to poison himself, and he did it.
The maid targeted these 3.
4, including you, Soul.
Yes, we know the plot. Why are you explaining this for the audience?
The 4 Jedi stationed on her home planet when she was a child. How odd.
We saw the flashback. We know what happened. Why are you explaining this to us?
We must alert the High Council.
The High Council would be obliged to inform the Senate. A scandal like this would inspire fear and mistrust.
Would it? Would it at all, saying that a rogue Jedi is on a vengeful quest? Like, I don't think it would really make the Jedi look bad at this point, right?
We should handle this ourselves.
We should handle it. So you're not going to tell the Senate about this? It seems like kind of a big deal. You should let them know, hey, there's a problem going on. We got a Sith Lord out there training some vengeful bitch out there that's targeting Jedi. Wouldn't you think just to tell the council? And if they ask any questions, can't you just say, we're looking into it, we're trying to figure out why she's doing this and who she's working with?
Master Holden, extract Kalnaka from his post on Kofar and intercept May.
And if she doesn't come...
Wait, whoa, wait a second. Didn't last episode Soul try to say we have to go after the Wookiee Jedi? We have to go warn him? And then this green woman said, no, you have to come back to Coruscant so we could talk about this? So, how much time did you waste in between doing these two things?
This meeting is adjourned.
You're just terrible at your job. You could have had them go there and intercept the Wookiee and provide some kind of defense and make sure he's fine, while at the same time having this conversation with you. There's nothing about this conversation that couldn't have been done on a hologram.
Why didn't you tell me about this?
What? What? He told you everything. What didn't he not tell you?
16 years ago. Why didn't you tell me there was a chance this poor girl survived?
Because she fell into a fire. And the Jedi, at this point of their existence for some odd reason, cannot detect life. Otherwise, he would have detected that she was still alive. Why would he think that a child that fell into a fire survived?
No one could have survived that.
Yeah, so what's the problem here? No one could have survived that. Why didn't you tell me she survived? How could I possibly know that?
Let me be the one to bring her in.
No, this is not... No. Just bring her in with a bunch of people. I don't understand the idea of this. If you have someone out there, a terrorist, that is targeting some of your own, wouldn't you just send a bunch... I mean, you look at this meeting before, though. You had a bunch of people standing around with literally nothing going on. You can't send Ki-Adi-Mundi and the woman he's talking to and, like, 4 other people there. Just send all of them. What does it matter? If you think that this one girl being trained by a Sith Lord is going to be that big of a deal, wouldn't you just send everyone? Wouldn't you call the Senate and say, hey, we have a problem here. There's a secret faction being formed here. They're targeting our Jedi. We need some funding from the Senate. Like, just do that. Problem solved.
Your personal connection with her and her sister is not a benefit here.
May's objective is not solely her own.
Why would you not think that? You actually don't know. Obviously, we know as an audience because we saw episode 1. There was a Sith dude with a red lightsaber, but to their knowledge, they don't know that she's being trained by anyone. They don't know that she has a master. For all they know, she's just a rogue assassin. That's it. They're assuming everything else.
I fear May is only a small part of her master's larger plan.
You don't even know that there's a master. This show has no idea the basics of a plot. You have given them zero reason to think that there is a master here. Yet this is the point you're going to hammer home in this episode. We're probably going to see this dude later on, though. We're absolutely going to have to see him.
A plan that is difficult to see.
It's difficult to see because there is no plan, and there's no reason for you to assume that there is. So yes, it is very, very, very difficult to see, I imagine.
Something to tip the scales.
What? Okay, let's just back it up here for a second, okay? We've seen 2 bad people this entire series so far leading into episode 4. You have no reason to believe that this is going to be a bigger deal. You shouldn't. There's no reason to believe that because it's not like she killed the second dude and maybe stole something from his office. Some kind of, I don't know, whatever mafugginous thing out there that is, some secret document, something like that, though. She just killed the dude and left, and that was it. And then episode 1, she killed Carrie Ann Moss and left. It wasn't like she's collecting, I don't know, some kind of artifacts to get into this massive temple of wisdom or something. She's just killing Jedi. 2 Jedi so far out of 4.
Do we have something she wants?
No, we have nothing she wants. She wants to kill 4 people and that's it. And no, you don't say, oh, we have Osha. She literally was saying that she would kill her in the last episode if she wanted to leave the witch temple. That was her motivation. Oh, you want to leave? I will kill you. So you have nothing to bargain with.
How do you kill a Jedi without a weapon?
It's easy. You convince him to poison himself. It's pretty easy.
It has to be some sort of test, right? Can you use their saber if you disarm them?
I don't think a single Sith Lord in the world of Star Wars would ever say that your test is to defeat a Jedi without a weapon. I don't think that's a thing. I might have misread that entirely, but I don't think that would ever make any sense.
I'm just curious how you're going to do it this time. You failed so much.
I didn't fail.
Can you imagine for a second telling Ventress that she failed at anything? Oh, that would be a fun scene to see.
You have to kill the Wookiee without a weapon.
Just why? What? Can you? No, the Sith do not do that. The Sith are not honorable. They're not saying, oh, well, you must kill him in unarmed combat in order to... No, they would say just end him. They don't care if you cheat. They're the bad guys.
Your master wants
What kind
you
of deal
to...
did you make with him?
I didn't. We didn't exactly. I just owe him.
I hate the relationship between these 2 characters. I hate the relationship between all the villains right now. You have done a terrible, terrible job of making these villains remotely interesting. I don't even buy that Asian Ezra Miller is even a villain at this point. He's just some dude.
Can't believe my sister's Jedi scum.
And you know what? This is the emotion you're going to give. I cannot believe my sister is Jedi scum. This is her emotion. You still haven't left yet? How hard is it to leave a building? Just leave.
Right.
Osha!
So,
Wow, what a coincidence. I just ran into you in the lobby.
I need you to come with me on this mission.
You want me to rejoin the Jedi?
I want you to stop your sister from killing people, and for some odd reason, your connection to her will save us in that venture. And you coming along might actually help us. Also, want me to rejoin the Jedi? You said you don't want to be a Jedi.
Well, not officially.
Whoa, a second. You left the Jedi Order because you didn't like it. You didn't fit in or some crap like that. Now you're asking Soul, oh, you want me to join the Jedi Order. And then she's disappointed when he says no. That's like Anakin saying, oh, you're letting me be master? And Mace Windu's like, well, kind of. And he's like, oh. So her motivations are, so she wants to be a Jedi now.
You need me so you can get to her.
Obviously, yes, obviously, thank you.
I can't.
Why can't you? You just did it before.
When I told May you were alive, her eyes softened. She became a different person.
No, she didn't. She was the exact same person. She doesn't change at all, acting-wise.
If you come, they will allow us both to go.
What? Are they not allowing Soul to do this anyway?
There is still good in her.
No, there isn't. We haven't actually seen any good in her throughout this entire show so far. And that's a big problem I had with episode 3. I believe, like I said before, we should have seen flashbacks throughout the previous episodes. We shouldn't have had an episode that was entirely a flashback because we never got any backstory of these two sisters. We just saw them fighting each other constantly. We never got anything of May being a good person that, oh, this bad thing happened. She was always a bad person. So you can't convince me that there was any good in her at all.
Part of her that loves you.
I don't think she does love her because literally last episode she said, I will kill you if you leave, and then tried to kill her by burning down the stone temple.
But she is still your family.
So I don't know why you care so much. You don't actually need her. I know obviously I'm saying you need her because it furthers the plot, and the entire point of this entire show is the relationship between these two sisters, but realistically you don't need her. She's not a Jedi. She's not really force sensitive at this point. She doesn't do anything different. She's not good at anything. So why do you need her again? Because you think May is good without actually showing that she's been good at all?
Fine.
Oh, fine. I'm gonna go with you to stop my sister and hopefully not get her killed. Oh,
Order station Master Kalnaka on Kofar, but no one has heard from him in over a year.
Wait, whoa, hold on a second here. You guys listen to me? You're bringing more Jedi? No, that's impossible.
Responsive to our warning transmissions.
Is that Plo Koon? What is he doing here?
What's that? That's Basil. Is he or they with us?
Oh my god. Yep, the pronouns are here, guys. And who's the they? Who's Basil? Who was she just talking about? That she has to question their gender? Was it the rat thing that she just sprayed? Was it Plo Koon? Who in this room could you not tell their gender?
Questions, civilian?
Yord, you do realize that she's not guilty, right?
No, very comprehensive briefing, Yord.
Why is the goal of making every female character just an insufferable bitch? I don't understand the idea behind that. Is there any reason at all why you can't land in this dude's backyard, or maybe just, I don't know, hover above the trees above his house and just rappel down, or use the force to jump and stop yourself before hitting the ground, smooshing on the pavement? Just, can you do anything of parking right next to his house?
Looking for a Wookiee. He's big and hairy.
This is not funny dialogue at all. You guys are terrible at your jobs. All these Jedi are going to die except Plo Koon. And honestly, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if they killed them off.
You're gonna need to hand that blaster over.
Why? You do realize that she's not the bad guy, right? Did anyone tell Yord that Osha has a twin sister?
Well, it's mine now.
Well, it's actually the property of the Jedi Order.
Why is this interaction even happening?
So I'm afraid I'm going to have to insist that you hand it over.
You know there's people that actually like this character?
The locals say he ventured off into the forest and never came back.
Why can't you know where this guy is? Wait, hold on a second, okay? You have the ability to communicate with him, because they said we tried communicating with him, but he just didn't respond back, though. So, you have his phone number. You're telling me you can't track the phone number and where the communication device would be. You're the Jedi. You should be able to track these things. You could track my cell phone, right?
Kalnaka is in there.
The woods? Thank you.
How do we find him?
We have a tracker.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't have a tracker. That's Basil. That you're questioning is he, they, with us, though. That's unbelievable. And also, this is the technology of the Jedi. To have this thing sniff. Why would... No, shut up a second, okay? Why would you have to ask the locals where this dude is? If you're just gonna do the tracker thing. You think this guy was gonna say, hey, he's like a mile that direction. If you just keep going, stay to the left, you'll find his house? No. No, you didn't.
Do you understand what the Basil is saying?
It's not the Basil. His name is Basil. It's not that complicated.
Name is Basil.
Oh, so it is a he, and it was pretty obvious.
Look, I took it upon myself to learn a language a little more nuanced.
What do you just shut up? You people could understand robots, their clicks and their bloops. And you're questioning knowing all other languages?
Thinks that May can be saved.
Master Soul is a wise Jedi.
Master Soul is a fucking moron if he thinks May can be saved. You've given us zero reason why. Zero anything that May is possible, even probably, ever has any good in her whatsoever.
But if it comes to it, and she doesn't listen to me, you need to stop her.
Oh, please. He was born for this. He comes in there, lightsaber at the ready.
I can't hesitate a second time.
Oh, so you did hesitate. I was right in episode 3.
I've known you since we were younglings.
What? Why would... No, you wouldn't. And if you did... Wait a second, so you know that May is the twin sister of Osha? And until now, you've still been kind of questioning that Osha is not the guilty one here?
Maybe Soul brought you here to face her.
If Soul brought Osha here to face May, then Soul is a terrible, terrible Jedi Master. Because your job should be to end the problem and just solve it. Not to bring these two together and try to get them to emotionally figure this out. No, go over there and stop this woman from killing Jedi.
Maybe he brought you here to face yourself.
No, he didn't. And also, why would that be a thing? You see, I've said this before, though. And this is where I've actually kind of defended the Acolyte a little bit online, though. I say they have good ideas on paper. Having someone be able to track the Wookiee, it's not the worst idea in the world. However, you know where he lives. You have his phone number. You have the ability to communicate with him, and he's not responding back. If I accidentally dial 911 on my phone, let's just say I accidentally pocket dial 911, they are able to track my phone and find my location. You're telling me the Jedi, with their vast resources and technology, you're telling me you can't find this dude at all? You can't even put a scan on the planet and find where his location? That's where it gets weird, though. Again, tracker, not the worst idea in the world, but when you have all the other technology in the world, it nullifies this idea.
Says there's something wrong here.
We don't know. And we don't want to know what lives out here.
You should be able to sense all the life in this area. What's the problem here? You guys should not be afraid of anything. Would Anakin and Obi-Wan Kenobi be afraid of any monsters at all? Have you guys not watched the Clone Wars series? They were destroying everything. Say something. Say something, please. Hey, guys? Yeah, that tree had a giant roly-poly on it, and now it's gone. These things are monsters. Let's just kind of keep an eye out. Say something. Please say something.
So!
Stand down!
Why? Why stand down? They see you.
I have it.
Okay. I don't know if that line was just bad or just really cool. I don't know what to make of this anymore.
It went straight for the saber.
It's attracted to light.
Okay, so they're attracted to the light. Just don't use your lightsabers. Oh no, later on they're going to pull out their lightsabers and they're going to get attacked by all these bugs. Okay, so that's not a really bad breadcrumb at all if it pans out.
I was able to sense that creature.
Yes, you have the Force. And also, you heard it.
But I disturbed it. And now it's dead.
Yes, just like this franchise. You disturbed it, and now it's dead.
It's always an honor to get to witness anything or anyone transform into the Force.
What is going on here? What is going on? It's like you smacked a mosquito and then want to have a Viking funeral for it.
We're not defined by what we lose. We're defined by what we survive.
Not a bad line. See, every now and then they find a way to say something that's not the worst line in the world, but I just feel like a lot of these things are just so unwarranted. I don't really feel anything here. I don't really feel bad for Osha. I don't really feel bad for May. I don't really think that the Jedi did anything wrong. Obviously, it's going to turn out to later on where the Jedi did do something, but you've kind of given me no reason to think any of that. Just, it feels like I keep saying, ideas on paper. They have a lot of great ideas on paper. They don't know how to develop any of them. Any of the themes, any of the allegories, anything at all. They just know, okay, they're like chimpanzees here. They're just typing away at a keyboard and saying, yes, this makes all the sense in the world.
You've survived a lot.
Not really.
Probably 10 minutes south of here. We're just gonna make it.
What do you mean you're just gonna make it? Do you have a timetable here? And if so, why did you land 1,000 miles away? More importantly, how do these two know where the Wookiee lives? That seems a little strange, right? They have all the information in the world, yet the Jedi Order don't know where this dude lives?
No. You can't stop now.
Why are you stopping? Why, May, you are a pathetic villain.
I have to fight a Wookiee after this trek. I'd like to rest for a minute, if that's all right with you.
Again, can you imagine Ventress having to listen to this dude? And no, she would not take a break for a second.
He says, your final lesson is one you teach yourself.
That's stupid. Stop speaking in riddles.
You will kill a Jedi without a weapon.
Why would anyone say that? Why would the Sith of all people say, yes, you have to defeat this person using these parameters? Have we ever seen that before in the Star Wars universe? Where any Sith at all had to complete a mission with a handicap? No.
How do you kill someone like that? Unarmed.
What? What are you talking about? Did you not see episode 1 and 2? You attacked them as they were... Oh, so wait a second. So you want the Jedi to make the move first? Is that what's going on?
It's not impossible. You know that.
Why? Who is this man? What are you doing here?
I want this more than anything, but it's impossible.
I don't understand. Why do you guys keep repeating the same things, yet you're not really remotely explaining it?
And if I don't do it, he'll kill me.
I don't think you care about your own life at this point.
You don't even care.
I care.
Why do you care? What is their relationship here?
I'm gonna find you more water. Right?
Where are you gonna find her more water?
You're losing your nerve, and we can't have that kid.
Are you giving her a pep talk? This is our villain, folks. This is the villain of the Acolyte. She needs a pep talk from Asian Ezra Miller. She has been waiting to do this. She has been holding on to this grudge for 16 years. And in that time, she is not the ultimate evil? Unbelievable. Nothing has happened in this episode. We're almost done here. We're about 22 minutes into this episode. Nothing's really happened.
I don't see him. What? Basil.
Where did you lose him to? He's not moving that fast. Yes, of course, Soul knows where everything is. Why do you have a tracker then?
May!
Realize something. I don't need to do this anymore. I don't
What is going on here?
need to kill a Jedi without a weapon. I don't need to keep this deal.
Why? What is this? You realized that before, but yet you decided to set a trap for this dude? You couldn't just tell him that and, I don't know, kill him, knock him away with the Force, do anything? You just did... So stupid. Again, ideas on paper.
My loyalty's to Osha.
not your master.
You literally wanted to kill Osha because she wanted to go with and hang out with the Jedi. You burned down your entire building because she chose the Jedi over you.
Then turn myself into the Jedi.
No, stop.
That's like, what's the goal here? I don't know anyone's character motivations on the bad guy's side.
Kill you.
You'd have to find me first. And I don't know.
Why are we getting these again, the bad ideas here. You're having this massive character change happen at the end of the episode, completely unprompted at all. There was nothing I got any of this from this entire episode of these two walking around just talking about stuff. At no point did I think, wow, May's gonna betray this dude and go with the Jedi Order and fight her master. None of that. No breadcrumbs at all for that.
What is it?
It's nothing.
Stop saying it's nothing. Stop not telling people how you feel about things.
Let me confront my own Olega.
You weren't ready.
But I'm ready now.
She could have just solved the problem by coming out and talking to her sister. It could have solved the entire episode if they would have called her on the radio and she spoke to May.
I sense things again, in a way that gives me the courage to face her.
This is a dreadful show. Even if you remove the Star Wars anything to this, and you forget the lore, and you forget that Ki-Adi-Mundi wasn't... I don't even think he was born at this point, though. And also, again, he didn't even know the Sith were around for a millennium. If you remove all that, you strip this show entirely of its Star Wars skin at all, it's just a bad show. And making it Star Wars just makes it worse.
You're going to face your past.
Soul, I think you're the one upset about the past more than Osha is at this point. You know what would have been kind of cool? If Agent Ezra Miller came back and May was just kind of sitting on that rock still, maybe chopping up a piece of fruit with a knife, and then he got caught in the trap, and then she just kind of smugly puts the knife away and says, you know what, I really don't need any of this. Wouldn't that have been a lot cooler than her screaming for help and then he gets trapped and then she just goes on this monologue? Again, how do you know where this is and the Jedi don't? And just because the guy said, hey, it's in that direction, that could be a lot of... If you misstep by like a few feet, you're gonna miss this place by miles. You're just the worst at everything. Why is Basil blindfolded? Also, why... Wait a second. Hold on. So, let's pause it for a second here. Why is she running now? Wouldn't this be the perfect scenario that this guy is crying out for help? Does she know he's part of the Jedi? I'm just wondering, if she knows that, then... why would she have to flee at all? Can't she be like, oh, cool, you guys are going to come to arrest me, fine.
Master Kilnaka!
Attack me with all your might. Is he dead? He's dead! They killed the Wookiee. They killed this dude. We didn't even get to see a Wookiee as a Jedi do anything. He's just offed himself, probably. How did this happen? Someone came in, broke into his house... he didn't realize that he was in his chair and just got sliced and that was it?
He's here.
Why are you afraid of this? I don't think you remotely care at this point.
Over there.
What was that transition? Did it become from day to night? Oh, this is gonna be awkward, because just like episode 2, where May was standing over, where Osha was standing over the body of the dead Tauren, I think his name is, they're like, hey, you killed him. She's like, oh, this is not what it looks like. Same thing's gonna happen. You've done the exact same thing twice. Can't you go inside? This is a man that might be getting murdered right now.
Inside that domicile should come out with your hands where we can see them.
Shut up, red shirt.
That means you, May Anasea.
Shut up, Yord. Just come out. What's the problem here? You can just say, hey, I went to kill him. Or you could just say, no, I went to turn myself in. You don't have to say that you're here to assassinate. You're saying, hey, I realized on my journey here, though, that I was wrong about everything. I'm going to tell you guys everything you need to know. And that's it, though. Nothing really has changed with her plan. Oh no, that there is her master's here. Go out and tell them. Warn them. What is Plo Koon doing here? Again, I don't understand the idea of bringing back these characters if you don't know anything about them. Soul, say something?
What is that?
A really, really poor design of a villain. It's like they said, okay, what are the scary tropes we can use? It just looks dumb. Really, I really hope under those robes he has some kind of badass looking armor. Get her out of here. You're really bad at your job. You're letting this dude get close to OSHA, and you're not doing anything about it. You're just telling, hey, identify yourself. No, tell her come here.
Stand down!
Shut up, You're the worst character in this. You guys are not doing a single... You guys are the worst Jedi in the history of Star Wars. You're the most incompetent group of Jedi that have ever existed.
Watch out! Run!
Why? Why would she run, Soul? Are you telling me that OSHA is in danger or something? Zero effort at all. This entire show. I guess the bugs are going to attack them now, which is apparently going to be a big deal. Are you kidding me? You finally had conflict that might have been remotely interesting, and that's where you end the episode. This show is a catastrophe. What can anyone possibly say to defend this show? There is nothing that has been done in this episode that is remotely salvageable. Not a single conversation, not a single note, not a single anything that makes me say, wow, you guys did this right. It's astonishing how a show like this gets made, and I do wonder, what skeletons does Leslie Headland have in her closet? What dirt does she have on everyone in Hollywood? Because in order for this to be made, there is something going on in the world of Disney. I hope you guys enjoy my review of it. Let me know what you guys think of this episode.